What's up guys, back with another video. It is almost the 2-year anniversary of bright-eyed birding, coming up in just 3 days. And there are some big changes coming to the channel that I think are important to talk about. So let's go birding and see what birds we can find. And let's talk about these changes that are going to impact bright-eyed birding the channel. It's spring and things are looking incredible out here. It's so green. It has been, obviously winter in Utah is not green whatsoever. So amazing to see the vibrant colors out here. We've seen some cool species already, some sandhill cranes out here in the field, as well as an American robin. They seem to be getting ready to nest, which is pretty awesome. And then into the sun, took some shots of a yellow rumped warbler as well. So great start to this birding adventure. Let's see what other birds we can find. You might notice this time of year that sandhill cranes have a reddish brownish tint to them. That's because they actually cake themselves with mud. They use mud to clean their feathers, and that actually dyes their feathers like a brownish reddish color. I've seen pictures of sandhill cranes with bright red coloration. It depends on what type of mud they're using. That's the color it's going to dye them. Really cool about these birds. And like I mentioned before on the channel, they dance as well, making them one of the most amazing birds in North America. As I walked down the dirt path, I had the beautiful Manaway Reservoir to my left and the beautiful green fields to my right. Up on a telephone pole was a Swainson's hawk, looking absolutely majestic in the evening light. Let's try to get a bit closer though. Yeah, that's much better. This bird is one of the most beautiful hawks, and it only shows up in Utah for the summer. Crazy to think that almost 2 years ago, a little more than 2 years, I got my lifer American kestrel right back here on this telephone pole out there, actually out here in this field. So we've come a long way since then. Good memories. I continued making my way down the dirt path. The trees were thick and I struggled to find an opening. But when I did, I found this double-crested cormorant. And shortly after, I found this American coot who was either carrying nesting material or absolutely despised sticks. I think the hardest part of birding at Manaway Reservoir is trying to find gaps within the trees to actually film the birds. There's like a whole tree line that goes almost the entire length around, and the gaps are very, very small. But I finally found a nice gap in the trees, and we found some awesome species as well, including an American white pelican just out swimming on the water, catching the sun rays as the sun goes down, and some western grebes out singing out here as well. You can clearly see the black line below the eye. That's the indication that it's a western grebe and not a Clark's grebe. We have both out here in Utah, so it's always good to double check. But let's continue walking and see what other birds we can find. The sun is sinking down over the horizon, which means I only have a little bit of time left out here, unfortunately. We did pick up a last-minute species that I'm really, really happy to pick up because I wasn't expecting it. Red-breasted merganser. We're just kind of swimming on the edge here. It's always fun when you go a little bit further and see one new bird that you haven't seen all day. There's still a little bit of light left, so we're gonna start heading back. Perhaps we pick out some other birds, some new species. Kind of want to get back before dark. The flies that are in the air right now, they're like, I don't know what they are, but they're like mayflies or something, are insane. And if you breathe in a gulp of them. So I'm being very careful to just breathe out of my nose, and even then I'm getting some sucked up my nose. So we're gonna head back, see what other birds we can find, and then talk about what big changes are coming to the channel. Following the dirt road once again, I viewed the beautiful pink sunset peeking over the water. As I walked down the path, I found a lot more of our old friends. The American white pelicans were swimming out in the water majestically, sporting that big orange bump that they only get during the breeding season. I ran into the red-breasted mergansers again and got much better views. double-crested cormorant was back, and its orange skin near the base of its beak glistened in the sunlight. I got even closer to the American white pelicans, and I couldn't believe that this large bird that reminded me of an airplane could float so effortlessly above the water. The western grebes chattered to each other from across the lake, calling out for companionship, and our Swainson's hawk still stood proudly upon its perch. Even with our bad lighting, we managed to pick up our target of this video, yellow warbler. I didn't have any lifer targets. Again, it's really hard for me to come by lifers, especially in the northern part of the state of Utah right now, unless there's a vagrant around, and there's just not a lot going on just before migration. Should pick up in a little bit. So first of the year targets is what I'm going out and looking for, and yellow warbler was the top of the list. Picked one up, hopping around in the trees. Not the best views or the best lighting, but super happy to not only hear it earlier in the day, but get it on camera for you guys so you can enjoy that beautiful yellow bird as well. I don't know how many of you were watching the channel nearly 2 years ago, but almost 2 years ago today, on this very hillside behind me, I filmed a young bald eagle, and it's very fitting that we just filmed that other bald eagle, now more grown, maybe 2 years more grown than it was before. Absolutely incredible. If that's the finale of this video, I don't know what a better send-off is. You have the king of the avian world surveying its territory, and it could be the same eagle that we saw 2 years ago. Before the light goes out completely, I think now is a good time to talk about the changes that are going to be coming to the channel. Now, personally, I think these are really, really good changes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made this tough decision. And you guys seem to agree with me. I did run a poll on the channel, and overwhelmingly, y'all agreed with my decision on this. So the plan is from here on out to release videos on Sundays once per week. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the channel, I've been releasing videos 2 times a week for 2 years in a row, and it has been very difficult. I'm a PhD student, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, and I also work. And so 2 videos a week is extremely difficult to keep up with. And I just felt like the quality on the videos was going down whenever I got busy with things. Now that quality jumped back up during the summer because I didn't have as much stuff going on, or during winter break when I was off of school. But right now, it's just hard to get out any form of quality edit or video or any quality storytelling to you guys. So moving forward, I'm going for quality over quantity. Once a week videos, longer videos for you guys, better edits. This also means that over on Bright-Eyed Birding Learn, that's still gonna stay the same. That's 1 video per week, but instead of Saturday, that's gonna be on Wednesday. Remember, there's educational content over there. Go check it out. But hopefully this will make the videos much better. This one I tried to do a little bit more storytelling, to a little bit more narration. I want to be better at storytelling. I want to make this a more enjoyable experience for you. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about the 1 video per week thing, the longer videos, and the higher quality. There'll be an adjustment period, so just give me at least a couple weeks to try to get this thing figured out. But I promise you, I think this will be better in the long term. I'm here with Leela, and they decided to walk the whole length of the lake, and I just remembered that they have the keys. I was gonna meet them halfway with the car, so now I'm walking. This is a big lake. I'm walking all the way back to them and then all the way back to the car. We'll see how this goes. Guess we'll do some nocturnal birding after dark. How you feeling?
I'm tired, but refreshed maybe.
Also, listen to the frogs. Three days after this video comes out will be the 2-year anniversary of Bright-Eyed Birding. Every year I try to revamp the channel to keep it fresh. So you're going to see a new intro coming to the channel. You're going to see new graphics, maybe new music, hopefully some improvements down the line. All of that stuff won't happen at once, and I hope you will join me on these journeys moving forward. Also, we're heading to Oregon literally in 3 days. I'm heading to Oregon. We're gonna find tons of lifers. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time on Bright-Eyed Birding.